Welcome, FNUSA57 here. Once again, I'm on my Xbox Series X. Today we're on some Call of Duty MW3, and I will be providing you with a guide on how to quickly complete the CRYPTID Bootcamp event, thereby unlocking the CRYPTID weapon blueprint. This is going to be for the Sidewinder battle rifle. It's an alright blueprint, but if you want to add it to your collection, just so that nobody misses out on it, then you are going to need to complete 8 challenges. Yes, all 8. You have your choice of doing this in MW3's multiplayer or the Zombies game mode, MWZ. Personally, I think that the challenges are a little bit easier to do in MWZ, so I am going to go ahead and show you exactly how to do this. If you're not a Zombies player and you want to do this in multiplayer, feel free to do so. And before we get started, if you're looking for specific parts of the video, then please use the actual timestamps in the description. Without further ado, let's take a look at what we have to do. So, based on MWZ, as far as our chosen unlock method, I'm going to show you how to do this in a single game. You need to get 120 zombie kills with throwing knives. At least at the start of this event, the Ether Blade counts towards this, which is amazingly helpful. But they possibly could change that with a hotfix later. Then you need to perform 10 special zombie critical kills with sniper rifles. You need to destroy 3 Harvester orbs. You need to get 50 Hellhound kills with shotguns. Then get 100 zombie kills while using Ether Shroud. Get 75 Brain Rot zombie kills. And then eliminate 5 big bounty targets with a mystery box weapon. And lastly, you have to kill 3 abominations. Now it says abomination, but they're referring to the Mega Abomination. So, not sure if there's any little workaround on that, but we're going to get all of these in one zombies match, or at least attempt to do so. In order to get this done, it obviously makes it easier if you play with friends, but you can do this totally by yourself as well. You will want to bring in your best shotgun and a decent sniper rifle, or just keep hitting the mystery box till you get a shotgun or sniper rifle and, accomplish both tasks at the same time. Personal preference. I recommend starting off with a throwing knife. You'll need the field upgrade Ether Shroud. Since we will be going into the tier 3 area, I would recommend you use an operator that already has gear on it. If you want, use a tombstone. I have a video on my channel about that, link in the description. I would also recommend decent gear, so it's really helpful if you run the golden armor and the ether blade, at least for the high threat area. The rest of the stuff that you want to bring in is entirely up to you. I've got a couple perks to make it go faster, and I will be bringing in, of course, the Brain Rot ammo mod in order to get the Brain Rot zombie kills done fast. Ladies and gentlemen, now once you get into the game, regardless of how you do it and you get yourself prepared for this, you're going to want to, in my opinion, get your special zombie crit kills with a sniper rifle first. And pretty much the easiest way to do that is going to be to go ahead and go to one of the exfils. The tier 2 exfil works the best because it'll spawn a literal ton of zombies and special zombies, so we can work on getting our throwing knife kills while the ether blade works. And it's going to spawn obviously a bunch of those manglers, so just make sure that you get the crit kill on them. I'm using the longbow because it's my favorite weapon. Yes, I know I don't have my Borealis camo on. That's just an oversight on my part. If you kill all the special zombies that spawn at an exfil fast enough, it's just going to keep spawning more special zombies, and you can get, well, all of the ones that you need in pretty much a single thing of calling in the exfil. You can also use your weapon with Brain Rot on it to go ahead and try to brain rot some zombies and work on getting your 75 brain rot zombie kills at the same time. But we'll pick those up in addition a little bit later, so I'm not really super worried about those. And you do have to be careful that the brain rot zombie doesn't steal the special zombie kill from you, so bear that in mind while doing this. Also, some of the challenges, as with all challenges, are a bit buggy on popping up in-game to let you know that you unlocked them. I was a wee bit slow there, so we're going to have to call in the exfil one more time. While doing this, you want to get an idea for where the next mystery box is that's closest to you, so you can grab a mystery box weapon and have that ready for doing these big bounty contracts. And then the hardest part is going to be the harvester orbs, which they're not marked on the map, so pretty much you just have to drive around the map to find them. Right here in Old Town, kind of on the hill, is usually a harvester orb that most people don't go for because it's in tier 3. There's also usually a harvester orb around here behind the church in I3, and another one usually in the railroad tracks up here at, what would that be, like E1, E2? So you can always try those spots, but the easiest way is to just drive around the map, or if you have a Scorcher, just Scorcher around the map until you actually see a purple orb in the air floating around, or you see the icon on your TAC map. There we go, Cryptid Bootcamp. 10 special zombies with a crit kill. Crit kill specifically with a sniper rifle. So if you want to hang out here a bit longer and finish up some of your brain rot challenges, you can. The other thing that you can do here is, since we're using our Ether Shroud ability, we'll go ahead and get these zombies grouped up a bit, activate the Ether Shroud, and while Ether Shroud is active, grab those kills. It works best with an automatic weapon, but we'll make do with the shotgun if we have to. So now at this point, we're going to be going for the mystery box. Doesn't matter where the mystery box is, we just need a mystery box to go ahead and grab a weapon from. And it'll show up with the little crate and question mark on it. Go there, grab a weapon. If you wish to pack-a-punch that weapon, it's not a terrible idea. It will make getting the big bounty targets killed a little bit easier. Also, anytime while you're out running around, if you do see a dog, switch to your shotgun and shoot it, just to get a little bit of progress on that.
Time to go! So, cashing that target. My team will get his DNA.
So these big bounty targets are pretty dang easy. What you want to do is you want to just kind of weaken them if you have to with your best weapon, then switch to the weapon that you got from the mystery box, finish them off.
Don't contaminate the remains with your own, much less interesting DNA.
Bounty hunt contract available. I'll get us there.
Now, like I was saying, for the harvester orbs, they're going to be these little purplish blue orbs floating around. This is the one that I mentioned earlier here at the railroad tracks. You just have to drive around, and you're going to be covering a lot of distance while you try to do all of your other tasks, especially these bounties. So it's a pretty good idea that if you see one of these little purple balls, to go ahead and knock them out. You just see that I got my 100th kill with the throwing knife, or 120th kill, I should say, with the throwing knife.
Hang tight, I'm on my way.
It's difficult to get everything that you need done in one zombies match, But the hardest thing is really just getting enough of the bounties and then finding the 3 harvester orbs. You'll get the little orb defeated thing, and then it's time to move on. You'll definitely be able to get at least 1 harvester orb, but more than likely you'll get all of the harvester orbs in a single match. There is our 3rd orb, like I mentioned. So this is easier to do. Just a quick tip with the Ether Shroud kills. If you have a automatic weapon with decent magazine capacity, it's going to make life a lot easier for doing that. But just try to go ahead and do that every time you have your Ether ability. So if you're unfortunate like I am there, the big bounty target may end up spawning inside a merc camp, and you just gotta hope that you get the final bullet on it, not the mercenaries. But once you've finished up with that, then you are gonna have probably 2, maybe 3 things left to do. And one of them is going to be mega abominations. So for this, you're going to have to go back into the tier 3 area, and that's where things get a little bit tricky. There's a ton of weapons that are good against the Mega Abomination. Obviously, if you have them at Pack-a-Punch 3 with a epic or legendary ether tool, they're going to do really good. And you just need to kill 3 Mega Abominations. How you kill it doesn't matter as long as you personally kill those 3 Mega Abominations. So bear that in mind. If you want, you can go ahead and do bounties, big bounty targets inside the tier 3 red zone. And if you pick up the mission and it is a Mega Abomination, then go for it. If it is not a Mega Abomination, then simply abandon the contract. That is one way that you can do it. The other way is to keep checking the bridges or the entrance points for this particular tier 3 area. If you basically go in and out of the render distance, then you will eventually see a Mega Abomination. Again, a lot of good weapons that you can use for this. So don't think that you have to use the exact same weapon that I'm using. But if you want, use a Juggernaut suit. The Juggernaut suit, while expensive, is going to be your absolute easiest way to just murk the Mega Abomination. Mainly, it's providing you with a crap load of survivability, because you really can't be killed. It's extremely difficult to be killed while using a Juggernaut suit. Eventually, the Mega Abomination will respawn, or it will spawn another Mega Abomination in a different spot inside the Tier 3 zone. And there's also a boatload of Hellhounds and zombies, so you can easily get your throwing knife kills with the Ether Blade, you can get your Brain Rot kills, and you can get your Shotgun Hellhound kills while in this area. If you have a Scorcher, it makes going around and checking the spawns for the Mega Abomination really easy. If you don't have a Scorcher, then you're going to be running around like I am, and that's definitely going to take you a hot second to do. So right here in the center of the map is another spot that the Mega Abomination spawns at quite commonly. And then, of course, here's the opposite entrance to the Tier 3 area. That is also another common spawn point for a Mega Abomination. So this is a good opportunity to continue working on those brain rot zombie kills. Then we'll grab our Juggernaut suit and just start laying into this last Mega Abomination. Again, if you get those crit kills, you can really take that Mega Abomination out fast. There's the CRYPTID Bootcamp challenge for killing 3 abominations. Grab what loot they have. Get rid of the dogs. Now you no longer need to be in the Tier 3 area, so I would recommend removing oneself from the Tier 3 area relatively as quickly as possible. Obviously, like I mentioned, you're probably going to be missing either the Hellhounds or the Harvester Orbs. The Harvester Orbs, there isn't really a super awesome trick to other than knowing the potential spawn points for Harvester Orbs. Hellhounds, on the other hand, are relatively easy and straightforward. You just need to kill Hellhounds, which tons of them spawn in Tier 3. Decent a number spawn in Tier 2. And then if you want to farm a Outlast contract, you can get a ridiculous amount of Hellhounds at an Outlast contract. If you're unlucky, then you're gonna have to do this over the course of 2 games instead of being able to do it all in 1 game. It's unfortunate, but it's sadly what happened to us here. So all I was missing were my Hellhound kills and my Ether Shroud kills. And to be completely honest, I could have had my Ether Shroud kills done already. If it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to keep my Tombstone, then I would have had this all done in 1 match. But I'm going to have to do the rest in a second game here. So just real quick, after 1 match, without having a Scorcher to get around the map, we did finish the throwing knife kills, the special zombie crit kills with snipers, the Harvester Orbs. I got 31 out of 50 Hellhound kills with a shotgun without even trying. And then we got the 18 out of 100 kills while using the Ether Shroud. 74 out of 75 brain rot zombie kills. We did complete the 5 big bounty targets with the mystery box weapon and the 3 mega abominations. So it is entirely possible, with a bit more luck and a Scorcher case, you would be able to get every single challenge done in a single match. Nope, there we go. We got our brain rot zombie cryptid challenge done. Now, like I mentioned, if you are having any problems with either the Ether Shroud kills, the zombie brain rot kills, the dog kills, or Hellhound kills with a shotgun, pretty much any of the kill challenge ones that can be done on regular zombies, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to either farm a exfil, or you're going to want to pick up one of these Outlast contracts, go to the point marked on the map for the contract, and then you're going to want to make that point go up to a infinite spawn. It is personal preference on if you just want to complete the mission, depending on how many kills you actually need. But you can currently farm these Outlast contracts and make them spawn a unlimited number of zombies. And you do that pretty easily in the Tier 1 and Tier 2 zones. Tier 3 it doesn't work as well with, but you just activate the machine, and then what you want to do is stay in the area, but enter and exit the area at least once. Take the progress meter up to 35% or higher, and then go ahead and move away from the area. I know it sounds weird, but this does work. I've used this method for a tremendous amount of kills for various things, and really haven't had an issue. So once you're over 35%, go ahead and back out, and the zombies will just continue to spawn. This way you can get your Ether Shroud kills, or kills while Ether Shroud is active, and you can get a incredible number of Hellhound kills as well, or your Brain Rot kills. Really, truly anything that you need to work on challenge-wise. It is worth noting that using like a decoy grenade after getting a horde of zombies together before activating your Ether Shroud ability can make it a lot easier so the zombies don't disperse, simply because Ether Shroud does have a relatively long charge up time before you get to use it again. There's our Cryptid Boot Camp challenge for killing 50 Hellhounds with shotguns. And look at that, we just completed our Cryptid event, the last challenge that we needed, all 8 event challenges. So, again, pretty easy and straightforward. It can be done solo or co-op. You don't have to do this by yourself. It's definitely a little bit of a challenge to do it with other players, just to coordinate on who's doing what. But huge shout out to my friends Kodiak and Dreams for trying to help me out with this. Something was going a bit wonky with the party, and people kept leaving the party, and I couldn't hear anyone, so we weren't quite as perfect on our communication as we definitely could have been, but still not bad to get this entire event done in pretty much one game and a little bit, just depending on your luck and, well, if you have a Scorcher case or not. Should you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to help you guys out. Drop a comment down there and, let me know what you want to see video-wise done next. Good luck on the event, and, well, if you enjoyed the video, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button. Maybe consider sharing the video with some friends. It greatly helps me out. Till next time, my brothers and sisters of the Legion, stay frosty.